Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and with the release of PTR pre-patch, we can finally have a lot more people test some PvP content for the next expansion. The first thing I wanted to test, and this is not going to be a complete list by any measure, because there's a good chance Blizzard will expand this list, but take a look at all the currently available honor talents added into the next expansion so far. Now, this list is most likely going to get expanded because there's not a lot of abilities, and classes and specs might get some new nifty additions before the release of Shadowlands. But let's take a look at everything we have available. We have a couple classes like priests, warlocks, demon hunters, and warriors, as well as among few others that do have new abilities for them to play with. I'm also just want to showcase what these abilities are, but also kind of explain you the use without really saying if it's going to be good or not. Did you know that Shadow Priests can literally fly? Yep, they can literally fly and cast spells, the reverse of Demon Hunters. Shadow Priests also have a buff to prayer mending through an auto talent that will actually do 10% of your health in heals. It is quite a big heal, but it doesn't make prayer mending do that much healing. Just the first time that you cast prayer mending on an ally that needs help is going to do quite a boost of heals. First ability is going to be Priest Thoughtsteal. What Thoughtsteal does is it steals one of the class's major or minor abilities, usually a crowd control of some sort or some sort of utility ability from that class. Once spell stolen or thought stolen, that class can't use that ability for a limited amount of time, and instead the priest is able to use that ability as long as a 20-second buff lasts. You can also steal certain abilities mid-cast, so like a warlock trying to fear a priest, the priest can actually steal this ability, deny the fear, and then fear the warlock right afterwards. The next ability extends the duration of Devouring Plague for Shadow Priests. Now, Devouring Plague does a set amount of damage over 6 seconds, so when you extend its duration by doubling it from 6 seconds to 12-second dot, the ticks still continue into those 12 seconds. That does not mean that the dot deals the same amount of damage just over a longer period of time, but actually means that the dot deals double the damage because it lasts on the target twice as long. Might be really good for Shadow Priests to throw around some spread pressure. The talent of Demolition is a simple one. It simply makes Shatter throw a 1-minute cooldown, which I think is going to be very, very wanted by warriors if you ever run into paladins or mages. Then we have a Fury Warrior on a talent of Blood Rage, available only for Fury Warriors. You will also sacrifice a portion of your health, but will clear roots and slows if any are on you. Currently this honor talent does not work on PTR, but eventually, hopefully it will. The talent of Overwatch, which is available to all 3 specs of Warrior, when you intervene to an ally, they gain spell reflection for 5 seconds, or until they reflect a spell. Great utility that a warrior can bring into arenas. The Armed Warrior talent of Guillotine is supposed to be a 30-second cooldown, where the warrior will swing the weapon in an AoE area after a short cast time. All enemies below a certain threshold will instantly die. This ability currently does not work, but eventually, with an AoE stun from a demon hunter or maybe a shaman, the warrior might be able to get themselves a massive swing execute in the future. Havoc Demon Hunters have gotten a Vengeance Demon Hunter Honor talent, where upon using your Immolation Aura, you clear yourself of all magic debuffs. And of course, Demon Hunters also have gotten the Mortal Rush ability, where Fell Rush will also affect the enemy with Mortal Wound. So that's their Mortal Wound / MS buff that they now can maintain on an enemy. Blizzard still kept for Demon Hunters Mana Burn, so Demon Hunters together with Mana Burn as well as a Mortal Strike effect might be very, very effective in the next expansion. All 3 specs of Warlocks got an honor talent of Amplify Curse, which will do exactly what the name suggests. It'll amplify one of the curses to be even more effective. With the Curse of Fine Weakness, you will now amplify this 2-minute debuff, where the enemy will actually have a negative 100% chance to critically strike. As of right now, I'm unsure just how this talent works because certain abilities still do crit. I believe that certain abilities that are 100% crit, like Chaos Bolts and Lava Burst on a target with Flame Shock, are still going to be 100% crit chance. However, what I think this talent does is it just reduces the enemy's crit strike by 100%. It seems to work on certain classes and it seems to not work on others. So it's really up in the air if this talent currently works, but definitely looks like a very powerful option. Using Amplify Curse with Curse of Tongues really slows down the enemy cast speed down to, I believe, 60%, which makes certain spells slow down to a literal crawl. Using your Amplify Curse with Curse of Exhaustion gives the enemy a 70% slow, again putting the enemy at a literal crawl. Affliction Warlocks got a talent that allows you to spread Unstable Affliction to multiple enemies, but it currently does not work. It does reduce the 10% damage increase buff, but currently cannot apply to multiple enemies. However, Malignant Affliction is looking like the go-to talent as a Warlock if you want to do some spread damage in PvP. And of course, the talent of Deathbolt for Affliction Warlocks have gotten a massive upgrade, where now it'll be Mini Chaos Bolt Nuke, where it'll do a 60% of all the dots left over on an enemy as instant damage with a short cast time. I've got a couple clips of me trying out to see how big the numbers could get. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcase of some of the honor talents available to us on the PTR/beta. Hopefully Blizzard adds some new creative ones to a few other classes, but I feel like not every class has gotten some of the new stuff updated and majority of them still do not work. So hopefully Blizzard will do a big update for PvP focus in the next few patches. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which talents you liked and which ones you didn't, and I'll see all of you guys in another video.